Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to make this beautiful free-fall dress with puff sleeves and then a gathered hemline. If this sounds like something you're interested in, keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe. With that being said, let's get on with the tutorial. So guys, for this tutorial, I made use of 4.5 yards of fabric. You can be using fabrics ranging from 4 yards to 5 yards. This depends on the size and also height of the person. Now guys, I'll proceed to open up my fabric and make a fold into two and then fold it again into four, just like we want to cut a 180-degree flare. Once that is done, go ahead to smoothen to remove all air bubbles. Now the next thing to go ahead to do is to divide your actual shoulder measurement by 2 and then place it at towards the tip of this triangle and just get where it is just going to align together. So I'm just going to rule a straight line here and this is going to serve as my shoulder line. Now guys, when I folded the triangle, I did not completely fold this into exactly 2. I left a little bit of space for the zipper allowance at the side. Now guys, from the midpoint and the zipper allowance is where I'll be taking all my measurements. Placing my measuring tape from the center front, I just divided my actual shoulder measurement by 2, marked it at this point. Then I came down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. Then I divided my actual bust measurement by 6, I added 1.5 to that, and then got my armhole depth, which I'll be using 8 inches for this client. So after doing that, I connected it in a straight line all the way to the top, and I divided what I have there by 2, and I came in by half of what I have. That is, I came in by half an inch, and then I'm going to connect these 3 points together using my curve rule to give me my armhole curve. Placing my measuring tape from the shoulder line, I'll just go ahead to take my actual full length measurement and I added 1.5 inches to this for folding allowance. I'll go ahead to take this all round and then connect all lines. If you pay attention guys towards this area of the fabric, you notice that one of them is not up to where the others are. No problem, I'm going to go ahead to replace and fix that part. Now let's work on the neck area. As for my neck width, I'm going to be taking it to be 3 inches. If you want it to be exactly like the picture, you can come down by 3 inches, but for me I want it to be a bit longer, so I came down by 5 inches. And then for the back neckline, I came down by 1.5 inches. I'll go ahead to use my curve ruler to connect both the front and the back together. Now guys, I'll just go ahead to connect the shoulders together as seen, and we'll now proceed to cut everything out. And with that guys, we're basically through with cutting. And now this place that is a bit short, can you see it? I'm going to go ahead to fill it up with fabric. Now note guys that at the neck area I gave half an inch for cutting it there. And I'll also go ahead to cut out lining pieces. If you're not going to be using lining, I'll go ahead to use the fabric to cut out facings for us to turn the neckline. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut out my lining and this is what it's looking like. The first thing I'll go ahead to do is to fold the hem, and then I'm just going to place it on the right side of my fabric, and I'm just going to join them at the neckline for both the front and the back pieces. So guys, at this point I've gone ahead to stitch down my neckline and I've also joined the shoulders together. Having placed this bodice on myself, I noticed that the shoulders are a bit big, and as I want to put puff sleeves, which I want for it to stand, I'll just go ahead to trim off the excess that I have at these areas. Then I'm going to weave around the armhole too for neatness. Now guys, I've gone ahead to prep the armhole and this is what it's looking like. Very neat. Now the next thing I had to do, though I was not able to cover up this clip, is that I measured around the armhole of the sleeve and I multiplied that into how puffy I want the sleeve to be, and also for the hemline too. I'm gonna head to pass elastic. Now the next I'll go ahead to do is to join the both pieces together. Having attached my sleeves, this is what I have it to be looking like. Now the next I'll go ahead to do is to flip all of this over to the wrong side and work on the zipper area. So first of all, I'm going to just go ahead to close this area and then leave adequate allowances for my zip. Then I'll also go ahead to add my zip. Upon adding my zipper, this is what I have it to be looking like. Now guys, we'll just go ahead to shape this dress with our body's measurements all the way to the down. I have gone ahead to shape the both sides, iron flat, and also to weave the edges that the lining did not reach for. So guys, this is basically what I have, and I'll just go ahead to turn off this to the front side. So guys, do you remember the joining that I said that we're going to make to one side of the hem of the back of the dress? I've gone ahead to do that, and this is what it's looking like, very seamless. So guys, in order for you to know the length of your frills or gathers, you just go ahead to subtract what you currently have for the full length of the dress from the actual full length of the dress. In order to know how wide you're going to cut your fabric for the frills, just go ahead to multiply what you have at the hem of the dress, either by 1.5 by 2 by 2.5. This depends on the quantity of fabric. For me, I use 2 inches, but if you want it to be really full, you can go ahead to use, you can multiply by 2.5 or 3. Having cut my fabric, this is what it's looking like. For me, mine is 61 inches wide. I just cut 61 multiplied by 2. That is how wide mine is going to be. What to do now is to join them both together, right sides facing each other. That is to join all our pieces together. Then I'll go ahead to iron them open, flat, and also to weave the rough edges. So guys, at this point, I had already gone ahead to fold the hem of one of them, because one of them is going to serve as our hemline, on the other one we're going to gather it up. So guys, as you can see, I have made my gather stitch all through, and this is what it's looking like. I also go ahead to adjust all these gathers by making sure that they are evenly distributed. Once you have done that, you just proceed to go ahead to attach the frill to the hem of the dress. So bringing the dress, I'm just going to place them right sides facing each other, and I'm going to stitch all around. So guys, we have successfully joined the both of them together, and this is what it's looking like. So I'll just go ahead to trim some of the threads here, and I've also weaved them all around. And with that guys, we have come to the end of this tutorial. If you found it helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and also subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching this far, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.